Colin here with the Reptile Barn, doing another episode of Exploring Genetics. In today's episode, I've got my girl Jelani out. She is a Citrus Hypo, okay, or a Citrus Ghost. The reason I'm doing this as an Exploring Genetics episode instead of our regular vlog is because I'm coming to suspect that she might not actually be hypomelanistic. And let me explain why. So, there's lots of lines of hypo, right? The most common one is orange ghost, which I believe came from Kevin McCurley at Nerd. But there's lots of lines. Most of them are compatible. Some of them aren't. This one is not. The Citrus Hypo is not compatible with any of the other hypo genes. That right there isn't enough to say, oh, well, then it must not be hypo. Of course, it still could be. However, to my eye, she also doesn't look exactly like a hypo. She doesn't look ghostly to me, right? The kind of pale, clouded over colors that most, especially adult ghosts, get. She's nice and bright and yellow. Very, very yellow. And it's confusing to me. She looks, her coloration, honestly, I'm not sure what the camera is showing, but she looks like a super pastel to me, other than the head. Obviously, a super pastel is going to have a very blushed out head, which she does not. Let me see if I can show it off to you. Sorta. Anyways, she does not have that super pastel head. She's not a super pastel. But the color of her body kind of looks that way to me, right? Just nice and yellow. So, my question is, how would I know? How could I just determine, is she a hypomelanistic animal or not? Other than, you know, if I were to do some expensive genetic testing or something like that. But I guess the only way that I can think of, and please give me suggestions if you think of other things, to really get a better idea of it, is to combine these into a lot of different morphs that regular lines of ghost have already been combined into. I was thinking about this because I watched a Justin Kabilka video the other day where he showed off his some of his desert ghost combinations. Really incredible animals, by the way. But I just was like, man, I can't see an offspring from this girl combining that way with desert ghost, right? We have desert ghost. We could do it in the future. We probably will. But I just can't imagine that they would look like those animals he's producing, right? Very ghostly. She doesn't look ghostly at all. So I guess what we can do is just combine a bunch of different genes into the Citrus Ghost project here and see if they look like that same gene would look with a regular ghost, you know? If we get Citrus Ghost bananas, which is one of the projects we're working on, do those look anything like a regular ghost banana? I don't know. We'll see. So that's kind of my hope, is that we'll get some offspring that look so drastically different that people will be like, man, maybe that's not a hypomelanistic animal. Maybe it's just another morph. We'll still call it Citrus Ghost, I guess. We don't want to confuse people. But to me, just doesn't look very hypo. So, please let me know what you guys think. Am I just crazy? I don't have a ghost, you know, like an orange ghost or something to compare side by side. So it's hard for me to say. Maybe I need to go buy some ghosts and compare them to Jelani here and see if they look pretty much the same as adults. I've just been so surprised as she's aged and gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. She still just looks like a bright yellow snake to me. She doesn't look ghostly. She hasn't really faded. She just looks yellow. So, anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about briefly with you guys. I know it's going to be a short video here, but my voice is going. I'm still kind of sick, so don't want to talk for too long here on the camera. But she's a real good girl. She was so shy when we first got her, but beautiful snake. We got her from TK Morphs years ago. One of our early acquisitions. Just love this girl. In fact, fun fact, if you look up Citrus Ghost on World of Ball Pythons, this is that snake. This is the exact one pictured on World of Ball Pythons. So, awesome snake. We love her. Got our first clutch out of her last year. Hopefully we'll get another clutch. She's put her weight back on magnificently. Hopefully we'll get another clutch and we can keep going with these projects to determine, is she really a hypo? We don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed looking at this absolutely beautiful mutation. It's just a single gene mutation, simple recessive, nothing super complex or anything going on, but we hope to get all sorts of combos. This year we're breeding her to Leo, who is our banana Enchi Pied. I'd love to get some double hets to start a Pied project with her. Anyway, that's all I've got for you for today's episode. You've been watching Exploring Genetics with the Reptile Barn.